So it's just so here's me. I'm married. Of course, I have a son, and of course, my lovely wife over here. I basically grew up in Philadelphia in the U.S. And I was in the army. My background, I was in the army for 6 years, and like Lori was saying, I my background for business, I was a real estate broker and real estate investor. I For the last 15 years, I own a real estate company and a insurance agency. So we did fairly well in the last prior to VBit. Real estate and insurance got Jason and I. Jason and I were partners as well in those businesses, and we've done fairly well with real estate. Of course, I went to Drexel University. Now, however, even though in 15 years of real estate, of hard and a lot of money invested in real estate, and it got me where I am, and in 2 years in cryptocurrency and VBit technology, that 2 years actually has amassed a little fortune for myself and of course my family. Of what I did in 2 years, amassed more fortune in that 2 years than I did in the last 15 years in real estate. All right, so that's why cryptocurrency is definitely where it is. Right, and that's why now all my focus is with VBit Technologies. Right, I'm the vice chairman, and my job is actually to make sure that you guys, the affiliates, make sure the affiliates are happy and the customers are happy. Right, so I'm kind of like the head of the affiliate program over here. So that's why you guys will be mainly dealing with me. So if you guys are happy, then you can talk to me. If you're not happy, you talk to Lori or Chris. So Don, we already know who Don is. Okay, so just a little bit of how we got started. So back in 2017, when the crypto market was awesome, I have a 6,500 square feet office building where I used to have multiple tenants in there, and we do training over there, and we do seminars. So there was a seminar on Bitcoin back in 2017 where everybody was excited about cryptocurrency. And prior to that, I know most of us probably heard of Bitcoin, back in 2013, 2015, right? But at that time, Bitcoin was at $10 or $100, but we always thought that is just a gaming, a crypto, virtual currency. What is this virtual currency? So I never paid attention to it until, of course, 2017 when everybody was talking about it, and my office was doing a seminar on it. And just to realize, then I realized that what this technology can do. So that's why I really got involved and want to study more. What can I do to really take advantage of what's going on, right? What's going on in the crypto space. So I did a lot of researching, looking online, talking to people about other companies. Other companies that mine, they do mining, but their own coins, or you invest money into them, and they do trading bots and give you a percentage return, right? And a lot of these companies are from other countries like Vietnam and Eastern European countries where you never heard of, So that's when actually I approached Don about it. I approached Don about these companies. And Don actually came up with VBit. I say, why don't we just do a company where a very transparent company where we just sell miners and we host miners for people, right? And what we do is we mainly focus on mining Bitcoin, right? So, and also we headquartered in the US, registered with all the government agencies. And he came up with a great comp structure, and also a business platform that is free to do. So it's not like you have to pay to do the business or pay a monthly fee to do the business. All right. So with that comp structure and that business plan, we grew pretty rapidly. And the time that we started in 2018, actually in 2018 and 2019, early part of 2019, that's what they call the crypto winter, right? You remember Bitcoin at one point was at $20,000 at the end of 2017, and then going down. That's when we started the company. We started when the company was when Bitcoin was going down to $3,000 and staying up to like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. That was the market for us. Okay, a lot of other mining companies they went out of business during that time. Right? But not only we survived, we kind of like grew up during that time. We were actually growing at that time when the market was pretty bad for us. A lot of companies, what they do is they mine their Bitcoin. They use a lot of leverage. So they borrow a lot of money and use what they mine to pay for their liabilities. So we were pretty well capitalized, and we were 100% debt free. So that's why we were able to continue to grow our business, and we still are. We're still right now. Our company is a privately owned and still totally debt free. Right. So this is just the early days of how we started it. The early days were these data centers are very unreliable, and we were looking for good data centers to partner with. So we went to a couple of data centers, but some of them were just not ready to do crypto mining, to do Bitcoin mining. So we actually travel around a lot to go to different data centers, carrying these are miners that we were carrying from one data center to another. When we see it underperforming, we actually in the beginning we actually drove there to ship to take those miners to another data center. All right. We also travel around, especially Eastern Europe, where electricity is very, very inexpensive. So that's Jason in the center over here, and of course, and Don. So they actually travel throughout Eastern Europe to look at other data center operations, right? Even though the operations are pretty good and electricities are cheap, but we didn't want to go there because of the instability and the governmental instability, right? So that's why we want to focus more in the U.S. or in Canada, in North America, where the government is a lot more stable. Right. So we end up actually one of our first this is right outside Seattle, Washington, right, in the States. Right, so this is Jason and Katie. They were actually hands-on putting miners together. This is way in the beginning, right? We also did some block shows where Don was invited to be a speaker at one of the block shows. This was in Shanghai that we did a trade show in. Right? And finally, we got a really good data center in Colorado. Right? This is in the U.S. Near Denver, right outside Denver, Colorado. All right, and also we take our members there. And just the beginning, end of last year, this is in November of 2019. This is our data center in Calgary. All right, Calgary, Canada. Calgary is what they call the energy capital of Canada, like the Texas in the U.S. is the energy capital here. So Calgary is the energy capital for Canada. All right, and how we use it here is actually we use natural gas to power our miners. All right, so we're able. That data center over there is completely owned by us, and we're expandable to 200 megawatts of power. Just to give you an idea of what 200 megawatt of power can do. So one of these container is only about one of this generator can power half a megawatt, and can power 2 of these containers. Okay. So imagine 1 megawatt can power 4, right, of these containers. So with 200, we can have 800 of these containers. So we're pretty big, and we can expand as we want. Also, we do have a contest out right now for top producers, right? For top producers from July 15 to September 15, we're picking the top 10 performers. We'll take them to tour the data center. Not only tour the center, we'll pay for their flight, we'll pay for their hotel, and we're gonna do some wining and dining, and also we'll be putting miners together. We have a new batch of miners coming in October, November time. So we actually will be putting miners together. So you get to touch it. You get to really put the miners together, and we're gonna do some promotional videos. So if you fight for that contest, if you're the top 10, we would love to fly you guys out there. All right. And this is doing our leaders meeting. So we have a leaders meeting once a month. We're for national leaders and above, and anyone, of course, we also have Zoom in there too. So we do have people from outside the country that join the leaders meeting. All right. So if you do become a national leader, then this is what the meeting looks like. All right. And this is just our corporate office over here. This is our support staff. You probably talked to several people over here. Right? So these are our support staff over here. This is Gershom. Right, so most of you probably have talked to Gershom. He's pretty much the glue of the company. He does some webinars for us. He also help out with issues with support as well. Okay, so so that's just a little bit how we got started. All right, and I'm very excited on where this is going. You know, like Don was saying, our company, yes, this is literally our second year going to the third year. Right, and we're already doing we're gonna do 10 million in business this year. So pretty much we're gonna at least we more than double from the first year. Right? We triple from the first year of revenue, and we're looking to at least double or triple every year. Right. So I'm excited that you guys are on board. I'm excited to expand to another country. All right.
For more information, contact Dr. Leonard Robinson. Contact info, Skype number 1-215-687-4881. You can sign up at www.vbitmining.com www.vbitmining.com. Use referral member ID number 817885 when signing up. Thank you.